Airbnb. It is a great way to travel. Makes it fairly cheap and pretty easy. Usually easy. Let me tell you about the first time that me and my wife did some traveling, stayed at some Airbnbs, and what we learned. We learned some things. It's a good story. Coming right up after this. Me and Tessa, we went on a trip, spring break, first year of marriage. We were going to California. We were on our way to visit some national parks, grandma and grandpa, and just to see California and to do some exploring and to have a good time. So we left bright and early one morning because we had a lot of ground to cover. We were traveling to California from southern Utah, going through Las Vegas, great place. Actually, we just stopped to get gas. But I hear that parties happen in Vegas. So it was also a Sunday when we were there. We went through Las Vegas, and then we were heading towards Bakersfield. Now, Bakersfield is an average California city, I would suppose. Like, it's not a huge city, it's not a small town, just like a little city in California. And that was where our Airbnb was. Now, we were driving for quite a while because it wasn't until I think 10 or 11 p.m. that we finally started to get to Bakersfield. And as luck would have it, my phone did not have data because, well, that was choices that I made at that time for the budget wise. But fortunately, Tessa did have data. Unfortunately, her phone was dying, and unfortunately, continuously, a further unfortunate event was that the pilot light in our car did not work, so we could not charge her phone, which was our map, our connection to the interwebs of knowledge. I mean, I guess maybe we should just go back to old-fashioned maps. I now realize the flaws. No, that was not the problem. The problem was that we had a broken car, and I didn't have data as a backup, nor did we have a battery pack. We should get a phone battery pack. Portable. Oh, we have one now. Okay. I digressed quickly, didn't I? She was able to screenshot the directions and send them to my phone, which did have battery life, before hers died. So we get there to Bakersfield, and we're following the written instructions on Google Maps via screenshots on my phone. Oh no, it hurts just thinking about it. Oh, we get there, and you know how it's a picture, and you can't scroll down. The bottom was cut off. So we got the cul-de-sac, but we didn't get the number. We didn't know which house. We didn't know which house was the Airbnb we were going to stay at. Oh. Of course, we get there, and honestly, we say a little prayer because we were lost and in the middle of somewhere we'd never been before, and it was late, and we had to get to we wanted to sleep, right? So we tossed around some ideas, My bright idea was to get out of the car and start checking people's doormats because we knew that the key was under the doormat to get into our Airbnb. That was the check-in instructions. Oh, it sounds so suspicious thinking about it. So yes, I chose a house and walked up to the door, looked under the mat, no key. Get out of there, right? I'm safe. I was acting sneaky because I wasn't trying to disturb anyone, not because I was a robber, but I, in my attempts of acting sneaky, did trip their home security system. So the guy comes out as I'm trying to get back in my car. I'm all of a sudden nervous, like, oh no, I just, don't worry. I shouldn't have been nervous. I was not handling this well, but he's like, can I help you? And I said, and I quote, "No, that's okay. I found what I was looking for." Which, first of all, is not entirely true. I found that, yes, his house was not my Airbnb because there was no key, but I hadn't found my Airbnb yet. And so he mysteriously went back inside, probably going to call the cops on me or something. Understandable, if I'm being honest. We pull around the cul-de-sac to the other side to try another house. I think it was our second house that we kind of had an idea of where the garage was situated from the porch, so we were narrowing it down, right? And I sneak up to this house, check under the mat. Boom. The key was there. Only 2 houses, we found the key, but we weren't through yet. The guy comes out of his house again with his wife, hails us down, like, dude, what are you doing out here, right? I start walking up to him so I can talk to him and not yell across the cul-de-sac. And I was just, trying to be cool, trying to keep it cool. So we somehow explain to him that we were just looking for an Airbnb. We didn't have the complete address of it because our phone died and we were just trying to find a place to stay. He wasn't buying a word of it. Fortunately, his wife at least knew what Airbnb was. I don't think he even understood the words we were saying or if we were speaking English. He was suspicious of us, that is for sure. Anyway, his wife calmed down. He's like, they're fine, they're fine. Okay, let's go back inside. And so we turn around, check in. It was indeed the correct house. We walked in. We didn't just break into someone's house using the key under the doormat. There was a welcome to your Airbnb. Once we got inside, we're like, okay, phew, we found the place. It was decked out with Star Trek decorations. And decked out decorations. Is that what that word comes from? Huh. It was decked out with decorations from Star Wars, and it was really nice and cozy. And they had a TV. They had Wi-Fi password. Cool. They electricity so we could charge our phones. And we watched some TV to calm our nerves, I guess, and eventually fell asleep. But we were on edge that entire night because we almost got the cops called on us. Probably. I don't know. Poor guy. I mean, we were legit just looking for an Airbnb. I'm sorry that I tripped your home security. So that was our first night in the Airbnb. Then we were heading to Yosemite National Park to spend another day up there. And we would have another attempt at seeing how we could figure out this Airbnb process up there. And it's also a great story, but you know what? I'll save that for next time. So, come back for a great story. We're not through yet. Airbnb adventures are going on for sure. We are much better at them now. We are world-class travelers. We've been to China since, so we've learned a thing or two about traveling. But it's okay. You learn by experience. Mistakes could have been avoided if you learned before learning by experience, but it's okay to learn from mistakes despite things that happen. I do recommend traveling. It's a fun time. Got to get those vacations in. So that's the story for today. Thank you for watching, guys, and please remember to smile. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, there was a part 2 coming along, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss my videos. Check out my other videos. I have a bunch of art videos, some other things floating around there, so see what suits your fancy. And I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.